Hello, guys. I'm Henry John Griffin, and today I'm going to be ranting on something. So, I was going to the porch because I wanted to ask my dad a question about the brain. I had a question about the brain that I wanted to ask my dad. And this question is, I wanted to ask my dad, what is the brain if it processes information? I asked the question, and finally I just got one answer. He said that if the brain processes information, it is a computer. So when I asked that question, I got the answer that I want. Sometimes I get the answers that I want. Sometimes I get the answers that I like, but not all the time. And that makes me freaking upset. Now, he was laying on the bed because I wanted to ask him that question again. I couldn't get that question out of me. I wanted to keep asking that question because I know I was going to get stuck. And that's because I had the fall with my mom. On the bed, finally, I asked my dad, what is the brain if it processes information? And he said me kicking him in the face, which is not an answer that I would like because it is not nice to say. It is not nice to say you're going to kick someone in the face. Now I need to go in my mental computer and delete that because I don't like getting kicked in the face even if I am a bad person. You know, if I ever was a bad person, I would get in trouble, but I would not get punched in the face. I would not get kicked in the face because that's not nice. And that's the only reason why I got sick and tired of thinking about Andrea in the past saying the brain is not a computer, but instead of thinking about Andrea in the past saying the brain is a computer, I rather just think of it like she said the brain is not a computer. But I told my dad that Andrea in the past told me that the brain is not a computer, and he said, "No, Henry, you're wrong. She did not say that." I'm talking about the teacher at my school, not the person that's sitting in the room with Pops. Andrea is at my school. When I ever go to school, I will show you what I'm talking about. I will prove to my teacher if she's a bad person or she just told me out of her mind that the brain is not a computer, which I hate that. Now there is no other way to help this situation, but the only way is by sitting down and playing with my phone and watching some Go Anime. If I do ever get stressed out about it. Which I freaking hate that. I hate getting hurt. I hate getting kicked in the ribs. I hate getting punched in the face. I hate getting knocked out. I hate all those mean things. My dad is super mean. When I ask my dad, what is the brain if it processes information, and he doesn't say computer, he says something else. He says his answer is me kicking you in the ribs, which is not a good answer. I then get really, really mad about that and want to kick him in the ribs to show him how he likes it. He really freaking sucks because I can't talk to him about computers all the time. He's not going to answer my questions all the time. I can't get him to answer my questions or else he's going to hurt me and all that stuff, or he's going to choke me out and all that stuff. Even if I try to get him to answer my question and he doesn't, he's going to choke me out if I try to do that. Because I can't force people to say what I want them to say. I know it does suck, but I'm going to have to deal with it. And maybe if I can learn how to deal with it, and if I could be good, then I could see if he wants to talk about it again, or if he wants to answer that question again. But for right now, he's not going to answer that question. again, because he already answered it. He said it is a computer if it processes information. And the brain does process information like a computer, similar to a computer. The keyword like. But you have to be understood that my dad is not talking to me about computers of the brain, even if they were to be in a machine term. He's not really going to talk to me about the computer of my brain, and that sucks. I should get someone else to talk to me about this, or try to see if Jordan will want to talk about it, which Jordan is not here. And that could have been the only person that I would talk to if there's